Hello! Greetings and welcome to you, bravest citizens of our new world. I'm Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terrawat. Yes, hello. It is I. Hold on, I'm gonna push a button. There we go. Hello. Hey, everybody. Hey. Ugh. Very tired, but we're getting taken off again. We're having ourselves a new game. Gonna hop on in to the D&D. Here we go. Alright.
Hello?
Ahoy.
Hello.
Booyaka!
Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing? Oh,
Doing good.
You got an Echo Doc.
I hear 3 dogs.
What if I do it like that?
Doc is having some
Nope.
issues.
no, hold on.
Better. There we go.
No. What
There
about
we
now?
go.
What
Mm.
about now?
Had it
Can
for
you
a second,
Can
then
you
you
hear me
lost
now?
it.
What?
It keeps
Hear you,
phasing in
Doc.
and out.
Hear you in your regular voice, not the Black
Nope,
King voice if you're
Can't
going to
hear
that.
you.
I think.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hello,
Hmm.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, Doc.
Okay, so only half of you in the call can hear me.
Well-
Only bits and pieces.
I can
I
hear
hear you
you.
perfectly fine.
2 weeks! We went with no issues. Now this.
It's gonna happen. Alright, so,
One thing I would suggest, if we do have some issues, we can change the region of this call. So like right now it's on US East. We can go to like to Central or West.
let's try that. Let's move that to Central.
It's all going weird again.
Give it a moment.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing now?
I mean, I still hear you just fine.
Okay.
I hear you.
I gotcha.
Okay, cool.
Oh god, Kadaka woke up.
Thank God we got this sorted.
I didn't turn on my headset.
Hello.
I didn't turn itself off.
And hey, Phoenix is subscribed. Hello, thank you. Hi.
Yes, that kind of helps, Keldaka.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit. Itty bitty bit. It helped.
To be fair, it's a
Okay.
new headset, isn't it?
It's not a new headset, it's a new mic.
Alright.
And-
Testing. Testing 1. Magic. There
Yep.
we go.
Woof.
Yep.
I was waiting for pooping, not that.
Testing. Testing. Check. Check mic. Check 1, 2. Check. Pooping. Pooping into my cupped hands. Cupped hands.
Oh, it went
Pooping.
weird again on me.
What the hell? Oh,
That would be a good
Esteban.
boy Esteban. Clacking his teeth, you poor bastard. Ah,
Did you ever get that settled?
My teeth
I
anymore.
didn't. No. There
it's all good.
is probably
That
5
was
or 6
recording.
days worth of work that I had to throw out because there were a ton of fires I was putting out on this end. Do apologize for the inconvenience. I will be doing my best to keep up as we go.
dude, it's
You
fine.
lot can hear me, right?
What is
Hang
this
on, I'm
line
losing
around
people
us? You
again.
cannot contain me.
Yeah, I could hear you.
Yeah.
All I heard your fucking.
Well, okay. That was a recording. That was me just pressing buttons.
Hmm.
Oh, that's such a gross noise.
Seriously,
Yeah.
how have you not bitten
At
your
least-
tongue yet?
At least now his dentist won't hate him because he doesn't need to do it all the time anymore.
Because I've reduced it down to 3 different.
3 different.
3 different mic break sounds.
And then there was silence.
Esteban?
Hmm.
3 different clips.
There it goes.
Everyone is just
Hopefully,
top.
tomorrow, thanks to the Mad Lad Calendros, I won't be having mic issues.
What did Mad Lad Calendros do?
Bought me a new one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Mad Lad Calendros.
Yeah.
Mad Lad, but
Oh, you're still getting some pops there.
Oh, he doesn't have the new mic yet.
No, we're gonna fund him a new mic or something.
He just said he's going to win tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Good to know Doc's listening and paying attention.
I am juggling a few things. I apologize.
Fair enough. No. Calendros hit me up today and bought me one.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's very kind.
So.
Thank you,
So,
Calendros.
so nice.
Really appreciate that.
True mad lad.
All right. So, we find ourselves at the end of our last adventure. We had come back into the arena and had returned the large blue amulet to the king. Now, it seems that you guys, the orcs and the kobolds, all went one direction. The Tortolians headed to the east. So, in that, you guys ended up getting one of the amulets that was out in the woods, and a second one was obtained by the other team. So they got some points, and you guys got some points.
And that
I
Oogway
sent
came
the
in.
orcs on a wild goose chase.
Sweet, sweet point.
The orc goose chase was the best.
So then, as some of you remember, entered in your second challenge. The master of the Tortolan clan, Kulak. He made his way to the center, congratulating you guys, and we'll pick up from there. Let's see if we can get this going. Very well done, all of you, for making your way through the first challenge. I am the chief of the great Deeproot tribe. I am Kulak. He smiles and he nods to you, all who are assembled here.
I give him a bow.
He gives you a short bow in return. Now, coming up to the surface, not all trouble can be stopped with sword and shield. Sometimes you will need more than such things for your surface dwellings. So it is I who is here to test your wisdom. It is I who is your second challenge. There's an ooh that crosses the audience. I will ask you a series of fun riddles. He smiles to himself. Some of the orcs look rather perturbed by this, and some of them grumble to themselves about how this is cheating because the Tortolan team got the other gem, and they feel that it's going to be a bunch of Tortolan riddles, and that's not fair.
Uh-oh.
That was one of the orcs leaving.
No?
One of the orcs was like, "Ah, fuck this."
Sorry, guys, I missed all of that.
Have you
Riddles.
how long have you
Like-
been sitting
Riddles.
in the quiet?
Riddles.
Since you basically said that we were going into the next thing, my internet reset on my laptop.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's a 9-year-old laptop.
All
Right.
that was said was that this guy would be your next challenge. He would be asking you a series of riddles.
Riddle.
And that in these riddles he would determine your wisdom and capability for going to the surface, and some of the orcs believed that this was unfair because he's a Tortolan, so he's just going to be asking a bunch of Tortolan riddles, and the Tortolans are going to get this, and that's not cool.
No, it's no good.
Sucks. They grumble to themselves about the fact that this is cheating, clearly, but that they will come through on the top anyways, because they're good folk.
Oh, to be fair, they're already at
Clever.
disadvantage if they got fooled by a little mark on a tree.
Yeah, they may already be at a disadvantage, because they stupid, and they fell for
Wait, why do all the
things.
Tortolans have little green things around their icons?
Because I wanted
Because
them
it's
to.
cute.
I sense
Because they're-
favoritism.
Because turtles are
Sweet,
green.
sweet nepotism. All right. So he smiles to each of you then, and asks if you are ready for your first riddle.
Yes.
Oh, I am ready.
I'm not all that great at riddles.
Let us begin.
He raises his hand,
The rich want it. The poor have it. The miser spends it. The generous keep it. We love it more than life, and fear it more than death. What is this thing?
Each of the groups of people find themselves in a pondering stance.
I'm just doing that for myself.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind for me would be happiness.
Aloy just kind of
Because I'm thinking
she
time.
looks aside for a second and then looks up. It is nothing.
He smiles back to you, a wide, wise, turtley smile.
That is correct.
Ooh, that was right.
Nothing is the answer to this first riddle.
Good job, Tin Man.
Rich people want nothing, and the poor have it. Misers spend it, and the generous keep it. We love nothing more than our lives, and we fear no more than its death. Remember this in your times ahead. Now, you must keep me after you give me away. What am I?
A secret? No,
No.
I'm bad at this. Is it love?
No.
Yeah.
But some may say it is akin to your heart.
Kindness?
Kindness?
Some of the Tortolans slowly kind of nod between each other in thought. One of the orcs protests, "This is stupid." He kicks the dirt a little bit and continues thinking.
Give me a puzzle any day. Riddle is.
Is it your name?
You must keep me
Almost.
after you give me away.
You must keep me after you give me away.
Trust?
Promise?
He smiles at the kobold.
Your word. That's right. Once you have given your word, you must keep it, for that is the honor of our promises, our bond between each of us.
Snack is good if you don't.
Now,
A wild guess.
you cannot see it, but it is almost always there. If it is taken from you, you will most certainly notice.
Now, when he says this, he does eye Aloy and the undead and the team, Talrin. He kind of eyes the two of you a little bit as he speaks this.
Is it air? No.
You are correct, little one.
Wait, what?
You should believe in yourself perhaps a little bit more. Your breath. You cannot see it, but it is almost always there. If it is taken from you, you will most certainly notice. Your breath, little goblin.
This is.
A dither.
I'm unfortunately, this comes
Mr.
down
Tartolin,
to.
You can see your breath when it's cold. This isn't a very good
One
riddle.
of the Tortolin, as he says breath, goes, "Oh." Like,
Yeah, I unfortunately I'm like Dracula would probably be really good with riddles, but unfortunately the person controlling him sucks at it.
it's okay. It's all right. This is literally just for fun. But you guys are 3 for nothing on the board here. You're killing it, 3 for 3.
Yes,
The rest
Caleb
of the
just-
teams having solved no riddles.
Caleb just looks at Alloy and just shrugs his. Oh.
And you see
Tauren.
one of the kobolds and the other team like throw his hands in the air and drop like his shield and sword and like pace in a circle. Just like,
Tauren, I did notice when it was taken. It was a bit dramatic. I haven't missed it since then.
An untiring servant it is, carrying loads across the muddy earth. But one thing that cannot be forced is a return to its place of birth. What is this?
one of the kobolds looks up suddenly and goes, "Cheese!"
I like cheese.
And he turns and goes, No, it's not cheese.
Oh.
A river?
He nods slowly and turns to you.
A river. The natural order of things in this world is often something to remember and to respect. Now, names give power, magic to control. But what is broken by naming it?
Silence.
Silence.
Yep.
Oh.
One of the orcs was like, "A spine!" and Kuliak looks over at him very slowly, and he's like, "No." Like, you're right. Like, clearly not. Before you guys say silence, and he turns and nods to you.
That is correct. Silence is very important and will be a close ally when you have come to the surface world. Now, you keep it, but it never ages. Once shared, it is gone forever.
A secret.
Oh, goodness.
You say that, and he nods to you, and then one of the other Tortolans goes, "A secret! Oh. Oh, I missed it."
He's not wrong, though.
Oops. And one of the other ones kind of slowly pats him on the shoulder and is like, "Better luck next time. You'll get it. Don't you worry."
It was just too quick on the draw.
My body's thin and slender, and I grow shorter every day. Call upon me for help, and I'll be sure to lead your way.
A candle.
Yes,
Ooh.
it is a candle.
Beat me to that one.
And one of the orcs is like, "This is bullshit." Like, you guys are killing this.
What tastes better than it smells?
Cheese.
God damn it!
One of the kobolds goes, "That's not fair. I was gonna say cheese."
It's not cheese, for the love of God.
But she's not wrong.
Upon the question of like taste and smell, you just hear Ally go,
Mm. And one of the orcs is like, death! With a very, like, stoic look on his face. And the Tortolan turns to him and goes, close, but no.
A tongue.
A tongue is correct.
Weird.
Always be aware of your senses, however many some of you may still possess.
He looks at the two of you over there.
Yeah, so Caleb just kneels down to Pip. You see, nose is for smelling, tongue is for tasting. Tongue can't smell.
But
Not for lack of...
there's lots of cheese that smells really bad.
It tastes really good.
Dang it, Phoenix!
Oh boy, what'd he do?
But cheese is not wrong. I shine brightest in the dark. I am there, but cannot be seen. To have me costs you nothing. To be without me costs you everything.
Life. Hope.
Hope.
the police.
He's correct.
Oh shit, the 5-0!
He's breaking. This is a raid! Gravity on the ground! Someone shut that
They're
dog
gonna
up!
Take all our cheese.
God damn it.
Hope is something you give yourself in your darkest moments. Make sure to pack it in your bags on your travels.
I hope for more cheese.
Or potato.
At last, we come to my final riddle. What has the strength of a giant, the wisdom of the sea, and the freedom of the sky?
The Black King.
King?
he sort of chuckles to himself a little bit, looks to the king and goes, No, that's not the answer.
Strength of a giant.
One of the orcs was like, fucking, I was gonna say that. Fucking,
The,
sounds about right.
what was the
Strength of an
last
ox,
part?
wisdom of the sea,
An osprey.
freedom of the sky.
Freedom of sky.
Dragon.
Party?
No.
Is it the sun? Oh, the moon. The moon controls the sea.
He chuckles.
No.
It's a giant, and it's in the sky, and it controls the sea.
However, the moon is not free.
Mm.
The moon has a destiny and a job, like many of us.
Mm.
How
Can
it
you repeat
pulls
the
upon
riddle?
the sea is something it must do, for it is shackled to its purpose.
Damn.
Companionship.
Mm.
Many we are strong, many we are wise. Many we are free.
That is correct.
Hmm.
And he smiles.
Our kingdom, only together are we free. Only together are we wise. And only together are we strong. And with that, that is the end of our second challenge. I must say it's a bit of a landslide victory from the fourth team.
Wait,
Hmm.
weren't there supposed to be 5 teams?
there was a team that backed out last minute. The goblins.
Oh,
Hmm.
shame.
I'm representing all of us.
And he nods to each of the groups of people that are there.
Thank you all for coming out to the second challenge and for entertaining an old man and his interests in riddles.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm not hearing anything.
Whoops,
Doc?
sorry.
Oh,
He just trailed off there for a minute.
yeah.
Did you just kind of?
Did he fall asleep real sad?
Kinda.
Standing up?
Yeah, he's just standing there. Just,
Anyhow,
Oop, Esteban, you're popping again. Sorry, buddy.
Pretty bad. You can
Next week.
beatbox to it.
thank you everyone for coming out. Please enjoy the rest of these challenges.
And with that, he slowly makes his way out of the arena.
Hmm.
And the audience cheers and roars with his exit, and he waves very slowly as he makes his way out.
Thank you everyone.
Hmm.
And with that, the attention turns back to the king, standing at his pedestal, his balcony to the south end of the arena.
Well done, all of you who are here, who have participated. You have shown true wisdom in the ways of yourselves and your people. And for this, I am proud.
And the audience erupts with cheers and applause. A few people throw like flowers into the arena a little bit. There's like one or two. Some people are still holding off because there's still one more challenge. A bone gets thrown out to the orc team.
Throw me a bone!
It's like somebody threw him a bone. Literally a bone they threw them. My God. And one of the orcs picks it up and just bites into it.
What are they, dogs?
And now, we come to our final challenge.
Hmm.
Not all of your conflicts will be resolved with words. Not all of your conflicts will be resolved with cunning, intelligence, swiftness, or wisdom. Sometimes a fight is inevitable. Sometimes one must bloody their axe.
And with this, he raises his hands, and a massive gout of blue magic erupts from one of his skeletal palms. And from the middle of the field, a bunch of fucking skeletons appear in the area in front of you.
Oh shit.
Oh, goody.
Ba-da-ba-da-doop, Scooby-Doo,
Trial by combat.
It is indeed a trial by combat. I'm just having to. Whoops, that's a big one.
Shit.
Pardon me. Sorry, children.
No. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, fuck me a duck.
Oh shit.
I refuse to
My,
do that
these
to a duck
bitches
face.
are in for it today.
These bitches are in for it now.
The fact that I came from this Tampa makes it all better.
Makes it better is like he's still away leaving the arena as that happens, and then just as he finishes talking, he walks out the door. He's like, and bye-bye.
And after this, you'd think you'd be finished with all of the things going on, but no, it's just more challenges.
Crack.
Push the X
Snickers.
button to...
Press F to pay your respects.
So yes, you see erupting out of the ground just a pile of these fucking skeletons. Some of them very similar to the ones that you guys had faced while you were in the woods, but in the center of their group is just a massive horned skeleton as it raises up out of the ground.
That one's been getting his calcium.
And they all raise their weapons with a burning blue glow in their eyes, letting out a sort of continuous cheer together. A hollow breathing sound escapes them.
Shit.
Face your enemies together.
And now we roll for initiative. Roll for initiative, my kids. Boop. Hold on, we gotta grab these here. Yep, skeletons. Okay, good.
Make sure to select
Oh,
your token.
fuck.
Oh
and
shit!
then
I
hit it.
didn't.
Select your token
select
and
myself.
then hit it,
And
and
then do
it'll put you
And
in
then-
the thing here. Let me just real quick. I'm
Yeah.
gonna clear the order. All right, from the top. Everybody,
Okay.
select your icons and hit your initiative. Okay, good.
That's better.
Good. No,
About the same.
No, I don't want
Worse.
to go first.
it's not bad. Like-
So other thing you can do with Roll20 is the DM can add the characters to the thing, and then you can manually
Okay.
type in.
yeah,
initiative.
like I can add one in if I need to.
someone
but
is
let's
calling
go
me.
sending.
1 second.
Yep.
Can you manually increase mine by 2, Doc? Not that it really matters, given what everyone else rolled.
Sure, I'll put that in. And we're gonna add in.
Who wants to?
We'll say.
Snack's still running a little slow after last time.
I think Rainer forgot to mute his mic.
That's okay.
But yes, no. Roll20 doesn't add my Dread Ambush or Wisdom modifier to it. So that's a manual change.
The turtles definitely go last. And... There we go. I've muted him. Let me know when he's back.
Will do.
Go, descending. Good. All right.
He just hung up.
He just hung up?
He's back.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's back. All right.
Sorry, my mom was calling me.
That's okay. I did mute you eventually.
Whoops. Okay, who wants to
Whoops.
throw me for my thunder kazoo?
I miss anything?
No,
We were just setting up
we're
everything.
just setting ourselves up for combat, ladies and gents. All right, let me just quickly find us some tasty fight music.
Yes.
Here we are.
Well, considering we're fighting skeletons, maybe
jazz
some bone
fighting
trussels.
music?
And that... beef it.
How's this sound? There we go.
I was kind of hoping for bone trussel.
No. All right.
It's Papyrus's theme from Undertale.
Oh.
Hang on, I have to turn the volume down a little bit on my end.
I what was I number to help?
There we go. Woof. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so Talrand, you are up first.
I just want to double check. You decided that these pillars required a athletics check to get up them?
If you were climbing them, yes.
For a
Okay.
second
That
there, I
also
thought
does
you said-
remind me. Sorry, 1 second.
I drew
There's
a purple
small-
dot to remind you.
Small thing. Oh no, because
No,
where
it's-
you
you
put
put it
it
on the-
is correct. We are all in the wrong spot. There we are.
Oop. We're
We're all
down
down here.
below.
that's where we're all
Alright,
supposed to be. There
That-
we go.
Oh, there's 6 pillars instead of 4. Okay.
Yes.
Athletics climb the row.
Nope.
Yeah.
For a
So there
moment
is a
there, when
rope there
you
that
said,
you can attempt to scramble up.
we weren't exactly put in the center of the squares.
Everyone's slightly off the grid.
Yeah, just like touch your thing and it'll snap back to grid.
Yeah, but Doc needs to fix everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
What the fuck? Alright. Ding,
What happened?
Ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, ding. Ugh.
Clicky piffles for like a second and then let go of the click.
Oh,
There you go. You were just
There you go.
slightly off.
I
grid.
was in a pillar.
Up, 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 up.
Piffle suddenly has no clip abilities.
Oh no.
No clue.
Shit!
She just suddenly starts walking into the air and just goes through the ground.
I glitched
Stabbing
out.
giants from the feet.
Yes.
There's a whole other tomb down here, but it's untextured.
All right. So
Why is everything these purple and black squares?
you move back there, Telrand.
Talron moves back. Uses a bonus action to throw a hunter's mark on
The big
this guy.
Okay.
The biggest.
This fella here has got himself a hunter's mark. I'm just gonna. There you go. Is that?
Doofed.
And then shoots him.
Oh shit! What do we got?
That the yep.
A 15 to hit. It does indeed hit. Roll me some damage, my man.
Oh, sorry.
Esteban.
That was to hit again. There we go.
There we go. 5
Alright.
piercing. Plus.
It is indeed.
There's more.
There is more.
But
1
wait,
damage
there's
from the
more.
hunter's mark.
All right.
One.
And then.
Oops.
Does the 14 hit?
This keyboard. 14 does hit. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can attack twice.
Mm.
And then another 6 damage.
All right.
Mm.
So you take your steps back and you just loose out 2 arrows, like, phew, phew, and both of them find their mark in this guy, and it's rough. There we go. He is barely holding together, but his head kind of spins around and he sort of scuttles along. Piffles, you are up.
Shit. Okay, I still have those 2 daggers because Sneck gave me a dagger, so I'm gonna scoot behind here and throw daggers.
I don't know
Is
why,
that
but it
wrong?
amuses me so much when I hear tiny characters swear.
So I have 2 of
Shit.
these. Shit.
An 18 and a 21 both hit. Roll your damage. Which one are you throwing them at?
I'm going to throw them at the nearest dude to me, so this guy in the corner here. It won't let me select.
This dude
Yeah.
here?
Yes,
Okay.
that one. Alright. And
7
Aw.
and 5. Oh man! So both the daggers stick into its face, and it like, and it's again, it's barely hanging on, but it's still there. Shit.
I rolled 1s on 2 of my damage rolls.
And is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Who goes after me?
Kobold.
Kobold, and then it's Drakier?
Drakier.
Drakier. I'm gonna cast. Do I still have one of those? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to my last bardic inspiration. I will wait. Okay. So yes, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So I did a movement and an action, and we're good. Okay.
All right. So after you, I'm just gonna move the kobolds all in sort of one big sort of motion. And they begin with this one taking a 5-foot step back, and he is going to cast himself Scorching Ray. So he steps back and he lets loose this beam of heat as it leaps from his hands, and it hits. Okay. Bam. All right. And on a hit, that does... We're just gonna go with the flat. Okay. Yeah, and then that's that. Okay, cool. Yeah. So it is 7 damage that one of them takes. And it's gonna be that one there. Go. So that's the first beam, and he fires off 2 more into some of these others that are steering nearby. So into this one and into this one as well. The large one in the armor steps forward and takes a swing with his fucking spear. Yeah. And he manages to hit, thank God. Oh God, what? It doesn't even... It gets mad when I do that. Okay, cool. And he does 4 damage. Boop. He'll bonk into this guy. And it's taken some serious damage on that one. This other dude makes a similar swing with his little spear that he's got. Little one-handed thing. Yeah. And he also hits for 4 damage into the dude who is in front of him. Oops. There we go. And the last guy, he takes a step back and he throws a sort of like a spear. He whips that. Jeez, these guys are rolling really well. And hits. Good. Yes. Striking this one for 4 damage. All right. And Drakiara, you are up.
It is finally time for me to unleash the fires of hell.
You might want to do it quick.
Oh no. A dexterity save.
Casting Burning Hands at level 2.
Nice.
Yay, cone attacks.
Yay.
Alright, so it is a 15-foot cone. So 3 squares. So it would be here, I imagine, is where you're going to start?
I believe it would hit, the 3 right in front of me, and then something like that.
Is it a cone like that?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just go with it. And that does 16 damage
to each of them if they don't make their save. They take half that if they do make their save.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, it's a DC 13, so let's see if the skeletons make it. Oh, they gotta make... Nope. Yep. Nope. Alright, so, the first one that we've got, this guy right here.
According to what we had, there should be three in back. The guys in back should also be making.
Oh, I'm just resolving the ones in the front first.
All right.
So this guy, he is fucking done.
He was very
He
dead
is
before
super
that
dead.
fight.
Bleh.
Toast. He's toast.
This guy is fucking dead. This guy is fucking... Actually, wait, no, sorry. The two in the middle made their saves. It's the dude at the other end, on the tip there. He fucking died. Now, the two skeletons behind... Yep, and yep. Okay, whew. And the big fucking skeleton that is back there. Where did I put his stats? Does he make it? No.
No!
So, he takes a fucking ton of damage. 16. My god.
And all the guys who made their checks take 8 damage.
Yes.
Because magic is bullshit like that.
So that is still -8 on those boys. Whoops, come on, come here. Good. And yeah, that one that's over on the side, that one buys it. Yeah, he fucking roasts. So yeah, you open up with just a torrent of fire. And it just lights up a whole bunch of these skeletons. Some of them just burning away entirely and crumbling to the ground, unable to move anymore.
Shit.
Well, there goes one of Piffle's daggers.
Just
2? I threw 2 of them.
destroy.
Oh, crap.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I am gonna move over here.
Yep.
Get a nice big alloy between me and them, because I think they're not happy anymore.
Get the fuck out of here. Alright. It is the skeleton's turns. Oh my. Alright, so for sake of ease, I'm just going to put that sheet over there. And I'm going to take that one. And I'm going to put that over there. Make life easy. Cool. Alright, so this one attacks towards one of these kobolds first. Takes a swing with his sword. Ooh, yep. That's pea steep. Poor bastard. Okay. And cleaves into him. Oof. Okay. So he takes like a nasty gash as one of these monsters just like suddenly takes a heavy swing and it stabs into the kobold and he screams as the blade finds purchase even through his thick armor. This other one's gonna go and it just makes a swing. Short sword. Yep.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh
that is,
dear.
That's what actually get me as well.
This is steep. One of these skeletons moves over here and makes an attack at the one that was attempting to make his retreat. And good lord, these guys are rolling a hell of a lot better than I thought they would. Dealing in his damage.
I'm glad it's on the kobolds and not us.
And as he strikes into one of the kobolds, he actually strikes him low. That kobold keels over.
Oh.
You were saying?
Crap baskets.
And he goes, and he falls over, bleeding. And a bunch of them are like, oh shit! As this happens. These skeletons close ranks pretty quickly with the orcs.
Hold on. Did one of them just leave my area within 10 feet of me? No, I've actually while this has been going on, I've been looking over some of the rules of Reach, and it actually extends to the full 10 feet for opportunity attacks.
So what's this other skill that you need for that?
So when I saw that in Polar Master that it changes your opportunity attacks. I thought it gives you the full 10 feet thing, but it actually just makes it so that whenever someone enters within your 10 feet, you can take an opportunity attack against them.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of the weapon. That's Polearm Master. When you're wielding a glaive, halberd, pike, or quarterstaff, or spear, other creatures provoke
Look up,
an attack of
reach.
opportunity from you when they enter the reach you have with that weapon. When they enter it, instead of just leave. So yeah, you get opportunity attacks when they approach you as well. So yes, make me an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah.
16 hits.
Ooh.
Give me some damage. Nice. So your weapon, as you swing this great spear, slashes into it, and it just keeps walking. Like, continues to move the rest of its way over there, but it does have to double move now in order to make that distance, because being interrupted via a opportunity attack does interrupt your action. Now, the other three, though, they do indeed make attacks. Yep.
I hate to interrupt,
Yep.
but
Yep, Jesus.
Cutie is posting more fan art.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
Yep, so each of the... Like, they immediately, like, run in and just start making contact with the orcs. It is very brutal as they just run into that line and start swinging away and smashing at these guys.
At least, very least, the orcs can take it.
Well, one would hope. And these two move up. Yeah, the rest of them have been resolved, with the exception of their leader. Now, tell me, Acolyte Snack. 6 misses you. Oh my god. So, one of these things comes up and just fucking
That's
swings.
a lucky ass snack.
Swings wide and whiffs it just over your head. Caleb, this other one, steps up, takes a swing at you, does a 15 hit.
It does, but I have a question.
Yes.
Do I get what was it? Attack of opportunity because it steps within range?
No.
Attacks of opportunity normally only work when something leaves your threat range.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we were
it's
looking at
just
was something I can get later.
Yeah, the Polar Mastery ability that Quad's character can achieve at a later date allows him to attack of opportunity someone as they're entering his zone of terror, his like threatening area.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you hit me.
All right, and he. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Being fussy. You take 7 damage.
Ouch!
As one of these things cuts into you, and finds purchase with its blade.
There we go. Ouch.
All right.
Health does Caleb Mistral have?
20.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
No.
Now, as you guys are doing this, one of the things here. Let's see. I'm just gonna quickly to the front, please. Thank you. This massive creature steps over the broken bodies of its other comrades and moves straight towards the Tortolans.
Oh shit, biscuits. That's
Things
bad.
don't look awesome for them. It takes a swing with a massive axe that it has. Oh boy.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those riddles are not gonna help him now.
It cleaves with this axe
I have
and
a
actually
riddle.
strikes both of the Tortolans that are at the front, knocking them backwards. This one getting knocked into the other, and them all taking a tremendous amount of damage.
Quick! Duck into your shells!
They are not looking hot as it swings into them, and they stumble backwards. All right. And then it's Caleb's turn.
Okay, the one in front of me has hit me.
Yes.
Yes.
Bitch, please. All right, it is.
That's a lot of damage.
Boom.
It hits, yeah. Rapier 23, that strikes.
For 6
damage. You definitely crush it. Like, you make a stab with your rapier, it goes in through one of the eye holes and just crunches out the back of the skull. The body kind of crumbles and falls to the ground in front of you.
He sees a spot in the back of its head through the eye hole where my fire had scorched it.
Alright.
Fip.
That being said,
your blade goes right through.
Where to reposition myself? Because I'm thinking I can either go maybe here to set myself up for maybe a sneak attack to aid the orcs, or
I'm going to tell you, you can indeed make the movement over to here. However, if you were going to move all the way to that position, you would be moving into and then out of the threat range of one of these skeletons. The one right here.
That's
true.
He has threat over those spaces, so he could hit you as you run by.
You can still make it by moving. You see where I have highlighted?
Yep.
If you wanted
You
to
could
go
do that,
there
still make it.
and then run around, then yeah, you can do the 25 feet. You can make your way around it.
Yeah, or I'm thinking just to set up a sneak attack to help out the Tortolans.
Your call.
Another thing, too, is that your sneak attack bonus applies whenever an ally is next to an enemy. So, like, one of the main tactics is just hang around the tank of your group, because you know he's going to just stick to whatever enemies are nearby. Like, you can probably tell who I'm going to be charging as soon as it's my turn.
Yep. In that case, I'm going to move there. Go around
Tumble.
there. And here. Just to go into stealth.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, you
feel
do,
sneaky.
Like, fucking, like, tap. You run over to the little tower that's over there, like the large thing. And as you're running over, though, you realize that through all the chaos and mayhem, it's kind of maybe just not enough for the skeletons to give up notice on you. At the very least, a lot of them seem occupied, so you really can't tell if that's enough for you to have vanished from their notice.
I told you he's bad at sneaking.
And after you guys, the orcs are up, and they're not doing too bad. These boys are no slouch, these orc boys. A lot of them taking swings with they great axes. Yep. Good. Yes.
Good frontline combat you got going right there.
So the front bunch just starts swinging wildly. Roar! They roar with orcish fury and just immediately start crushing into the skeletons over and over, just smashing and crashing into them with their great weapons. Each of them doing some decent damage. This one absolutely fucking crumbles. So that one just goes.
That's one of the ones I burned, right?
Here we go. It is one of the ones you burned, yeah. It just crumbles to the ground. The other two are still standing, though they are looking pretty worse for wear. They are in pretty rough shape. And the one that's in the back, he throws a javelin. Oh, come on. You got it. There it is. And he hits. Okay, cool. And he does a little bit of extra damage, I'm going to say, to this guy. So he definitely crumbles. So another one of them goes down. Alright, Alloy, you are up.
Sweet.
Nice.
Help me!
That seems like a nice spot.
Poor Snake.
You can hit him from there. Without leaving that one skeleton's ranged. Yeah, so moving from that position in that order, like if you move to here and then you come like kind of around to that spot, you can definitely. Oh wait, sorry, I'm counting the wrong skeleton here. If you move to that spot, you can hit him because he's within 10 feet. And you have a reach weapon.
Yeah.
So you can strike him without leaving this skeleton zone of terror, so he doesn't get an opportunity to attack on you.
I thought you got it when he moved within somebody's.
No, that's a later thing.
Yeah.
That's a
Opportunity
later thing?
attacks happen if you leave someone's zone of threat. So if they move within your space and then move around you, as long as they're staying close to you, you don't get an opportunity attack, but you would get one if you stepped away from him.
Look, it's my threat zone.
It's a zone of terror.
I'll never get confused. Alright, I am going to use a point of my fighting spirit to use a fighting spirit. Which means I now have advantage as well as 5 temporary hit points. And I'm going to hit the big guy.
Alright.
With advantage, so does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
That's 10 damage.
Okay.
Action Surge! To hit him again. It's a 12 hit.
12 does not. So your first strike hits him into the side, but your second one just clangs off the back. Just very sturdy, huge bones that make up this creature that is truly quite large. All right. Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Acolyte Snack, you're up.
Well, I can't run away because he'll stab me in the back, so I guess I have no choice but to try and stab the skeleton with my daggers.
You can always take a withdraw action.
You do have...
Nope, attacking.
Okay. Because you
Oh,
could
wait,
also...
sorry, I rolled that. I'm supposed to roll it with advantage because of pack tactics. Because Alloy's right there.
That's right.
Just roll it again and take the higher one.
We got 19. All right. It does hit.
Shit.
Roll me some damage. 3
Son of a bitch.
damage. You definitely, like, get a good shot in with your dagger, but it's just not enough. He's still hanging on by just the edge of his teeth here. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Can I move without getting stabbed?
Let me have... I don't think you can.
Not since you spent your
You
action.
could have taken the withdraw action, but since you attacked, you no longer have an action to use.
Oh, look at my spells. Hold on. I might
I
have
also
some
kept...
bonus spells here.
Yeah, I also kept thinking you were a rogue, so that's why I was like, yeah, you could probably just disengage from that guy and then he won't chase you.
No, that would
He'll
be
be
me.
fine. Oops.
Oh wait, he's the
Oops, not a
cleric.
rogue.
Ha! Ha! I have a thing I can do on a bonus action. Do I still have a bonus action?
Yeah, you haven't spent your bonus action yet. You have
I
a
am
move and a
casting
bonus action. left.
Sanctuary on myself.
Sanctuary. Click that for
you
me.
ward a Sure.
Bonus action. You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. This spell doesn't protect the warded creature from the area effects, such as the explosion of a fireball. If the warded creature makes an attack, the spell that affects an enemy creature, or it's so if you take aggression on someone else, it ends. Cool.
Yes. But
All right,
if he
so-
tries to attack me, he has to make a wisdom save before he can actually hit me.
Yeah,
You
so
could also cast it and then try to run away.
you quickly let off
Wait,
a
can I do
spell
that?
and
Still
protect
move.
yourself. You could still move. In which case, if he takes an attack of opportunity against you, he has to succeed a wisdom save.
Worth it. I can move 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yoink!
All right. Now, what is your spell DC? Acolyte's neck. Spell save DC is 13. Okay, so it needs to achieve a wisdom save of at least 13.
In order to try to attack me.
In order to try to hit you. Which it does not.
He does not succeed.
He whiffs it. Yeah, so you like cast a spell and then start making a break, and it sort of swings at you after you've gone. So like you've already run off, and it like has a heavily lagged delete reaction as it swings in that space. All right, and now the turtles are up.
Desync.
Turtles.
Cause them to lag. The turtles get up and make their way back into combat with the with the Minotaur and just start letting loose with the weapons that they have, just swinging and clanging at him away with huge hammers, getting in a bit of damage, but even with large crushing weapons and a spear, and the one throwing a javelin from the back, it's truly just a huge creature. Like maybe only one of them hits and does a small amount of glancing damage. And we are on to Talrand.
Well, that's concerning.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Piffles,
Yes,
do you have another weapon?
I have a rapier. And I have my kazoo.
We're saved.
Armed with a kazoo.
Hey!
Magic.
Quickly, start playing Amazing Grace.
Don't discount
Don't diss the kazoo.
Don't diss the kazoo.
Every
Why?
good battle formation needs the flute player, who usually gets shot.
Mostly telling you to know you can still attack with your 2 daggers gone.
I can.
Rob Higgins.
Bonus action, I move my hunting mark to the big guy.
Okay. A hunting mark is placed upon the big guy. I'm just gonna give him a little dot. Here you go.
He's a dot.
He's got a dot.
Is somebody alright?
Everybody okay?
Yeah.
No?
Just getting weird
Oh.
noises.
Just getting a phone call, that's all.
Okay.
Correct.
Just thought I heard somebody like choking or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It sounded very much like a choking noise.
Yeah.
Oops.
Talrand steps over here
Mhm.
and proceeds to take a shot at the closest skeleton.
All right. Good. The one that's still standing there. Awesome.
Does that hit?
hits. Yeah, that last arrow just absolutely takes it right through the eye, and it collapses to the ground in a heap of bones.
I believe that's all of Talrand's turn.
All right, Piffles, you're up.
Pibbles! Okay, so there's this honking dude. There's these
Piffles,
3
time.
dudes.
Time for
There's
Piffles.
turtles. Shit, those
Prove the
turtles
might
are-
of the goblins.
Shit, Ally is in the middle of everything. Hang on. I can go over here. That was still
You would be
hitting.
entering and then exiting the threat range of the Minotaur skeleton.
So I have to go here. And
You
then
can right
up.
click to set waypoints, kind of thing.
Oh god, that's hard to do on a trackpad, motherfucker.
Oh.
Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to get right here. Hang on, why won't you let me
Right
click
there?
things? Yeah, right up there. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna
Here's
do
a
So
that.
yeah, you could move to there and then up to that
Okay.
spot. So you
Sweet, I'm
would
gonna do
still
that.
Here's
be...
a path.
Now, this thing
Yeah.
does have a lot of reach. So
Oh.
Shit. Yes, but I plan
you
on.
are
Keyword
at
reach.
present just outside of its sort of kill zone that it has. It's
Oh shit.
jumbo kill zone.
Okay.
Oh.
Hang on.
Don't summon him, Doc.
Hang
Oh
on.
shit! I just realized I made that character.
Okay.
I
Hang on.
made a giant
Hang
kill
on.
zone.
Let me check something real
Damn
quick
it.
here. Let me check something.
Okay.
Real quick here. Hang on here. Okay. So I can still do it. Yeah, okay. So that can still work. I just can't hit the other skellies if I do it this way. Bulls. Because I don't want to get any closer if I'm right within his reach. But he's within my 15-foot cube.
He is 15 feet away from you. Yes. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna use my kazoo.
Okay.
I'm gonna shift over here so he can't get from behind there, and I am going to use my thunder kazoo.
If you pull up your character sheet, you can click on a spell and it'll put it into the.
I am. There
we
it
go.
goes. Thunder kazoo.
Oh shit!
Because I didn't want to hit. I didn't want to hit Alloy, but I wanted to hit the other skellies. But I
Hit
didn't
me.
want to also end up in the midst of everything and end up getting hit with. So if I did move closer though, and then it blasted him 10 feet. But then again, I don't know if that's actually gonna hit him at 13.
Actually, yeah. In a 15-foot like cube that you're doing, a 15-foot cube would be these spaces here.
Hang on, I can't. Yes, so I would still hit him.
Yes, that
But
would
does a
strike him.
13 hit him?
And no one else now.
Wait.
What?
I'm pretty sure Thunderwave has to be centered around the caster.
That's fine.
It's-
So then
yeah,
it
it's
would
still
still
it's a
strike the
15-foot cube
it would
around
still
me.
strike him, so then it would be these squares instead.
Check in the book.
Yep.
It's
Alright.
15 feet from me. It's
Yeah.
a 15-foot cube around me, so I'm still
it's
hitting you.
attached to you. So yeah, you're still you would be
And
striking.
I'm still
it,
hitting
and
some of the
thankfully-
Tortolans.
I thought 15 foot meant a 5-foot radius because.
No, a
It says
15-foot
15-foot cube around me.
Yeah. So each of these squares is a 5-foot, right? So
Yeah.
this square,
Hang on here. I will.
this square,
Um,
and this square is 15
Yeah.
feet across.
Yes.
So what you do is you basically take a 3x3 square cube, just like that,
Mm-hmm.
and as long as one of the corners of it is touching your character,
Yeah.
then
Because it
that's
says here,
allowed to
a
cast.
thunderous wave of force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 of thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
So that's why I was wondering if I had moved to where I was going and I pushed him 10 feet from me, then I
Yeah,
would have been out
so-
of the danger zone.
If you are indeed firing it in this direction, you're not
Yeah.
hitting any allies, which is good.
Okay, good. Okay, so I'll do that.
Yeah. So that's your 15-foot jobby right there.
Yeah.
And so it does just let us first consult the sheet. I need to make a DC Constitution save of
13 or higher.
13 or higher.
Well, it's a Tortolan, so must be okay.
It's just the skeleton.
I'm within 15 feet of her.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here, let me draw you guys
I have
again.
this
Let me
spell
draw you
on
the
another
square.
character.
What?
I have this spell on another character.
Yeah, it didn't hit you though. It doesn't matter that if you're 15 feet. A
It has to be a
15-foot
15-foot cube.
Yes, so here's the thing. This is a 15-foot cube. It just has to be touching you.
Yeah.
If you
I was
went
always
with originating from her, so you went
Originating.
like this,
Oh.
then that would be
so-
truly fucking devastating and would
Yeah.
cause a massive amount of damage to everybody everywhere.
I was
Yeah,
under the
it's-
impression that
It is a
the
15-foot cube that has to originate from her in some way. But
Yes.
I
if
was under
it's-
the impression that the caster had to be at the center of the spell because it's a sound wave.
No, that would be a 15-foot radius. Or 5-foot radius coming out from you.
So what you're
Yeah.
saying is Piff holds out her hand like thus, and yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm kazooing
cone
at him
attack.
hard.
So yeah, just you
It's a cone
step out
attack
from
from
behind the thing,
Square.
blow on that kazoo, and it lets out a just tremendous amount of thunder, and it slams in to this creature, and causes a huge amount of rumble, but it manages to withstand. With an 18, it manages to withstand being shoved, though I believe it still takes the damage.
Yes, it takes half the damage.
It takes half the damage.
It takes
on a
half of
save.
2d8s. It takes half of
so
2d8s.
The 13
So
that you
2d4s.
rolled would have been. I'm gonna give you 7 instead of 6, because I'm gonna round up just this. Actually, because it's always half rounded down. So it would have been 6.
With damage, I was under the impression it was always rounded up with damage.
It's half rounded down.
When in doubt in D&D, it's usually rounded down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my old group, before I understood from my old group, it was with damage, it was always rounded up. It was the one exception.
That's like house rule kind of
That
stuff.
would be a homebrew thing. If you can find it somewhere in the player's handbook or in the DM's book, please let me know. But for now, we're just going to go with the usual rule, half rounded down. All right.
Wait, what? Oh, damage.
So yeah, you cast that spell and it slams into this Minotaur, and it staggers a little bit as it's standing there, and then raises its axe and continues to engage the Tortolans. You have a free action left. Do you want to do anything?
I am going to, since Drakiar actually surprisingly doing so well with his spell, I'm going to cast my Bardic Inspiration on him.
Nice.
On Drakiar, so he gets 1d6 towards an action next turn.
All right.
So I
I'm
just
sorry,
cast
what
it.
about damage?
You have Bardic Inspiration.
So you get 1 additional d6 towards an action.
No, don't worry.
Baby.
Sweet. Toot.
And how much damage did the Minotaur take off of that?
It definitely took the half rounded down.
Okay.
But you notice as you slam into it with this magic, like, this thing's not that hard to hit. It's very big and it
It's
doesn't move
just
very
solid.
fast. However, it, like, you expected your spell to definitely do more. Some of it just bounced off.
Uh-oh.
Quad, you feeling the need to reclaim your title?
Waiting for someone to notice.
I saw it in the turn order because it's blocked off by the dead skeletons on either side.
Wait, what
Right now it's boo,
Jumbo
alloy
alloy.
kill.
Jumbo alloy kills it.
Oh, beautiful. Also, for the people's viewing pleasure at home, we have some lovely art coming in from Kyuji Kitsune. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
of the riddle time that they're having. All right. And the artsy stuff in our Discord, if you guys want to go check out, link down below
Is
to
it
our Discord.
Cheese.
Is it cheese? Well, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Somebody's about to get a smack.
Cheese.
Go out there and cut me a switch.
Clay, no giving people cool ideas.
I don't think any of us is strong enough to knock that pillar over.
I mean, I could
You say that.
possibly knock a chunk out of it.
You
I
say
could
that.
possibly knock a chunk out of it with my magic, but then I risk dropping it on the Tortolans.
Yeah, let's not do that. I like the turtles.
Beat his ass. You got it.
Okay, I use my bonus action, so it's the kobolds now. Yes.
Yeah, if your turn is indeed over.
Yeah, because I
it is
used my
now-
bardic inspiration. I moved and I attacked, so like that's all my actions.
And we're just gonna work our way. The kobolds that are there, with the loss of one of their comrades, fly into a bit of a combat frenzy, trying to fight off these skeletons, swinging wildly. The two of them manage to fell the two skeletons that are in front of them, there and here. So those two end up getting smushed and crushed beneath their clubs and swords. The one that is standing off to the back there decides that he's going to try and let off another Scorching Ray, but unfortunately shoots wide and misses the last skeleton that's over there. And Drakir, you're up.
From burning hot to chilling cold, let's see how these skeletons do with the drastic change in temperature. I am going to cast...
See, I thought you were going to do a rhyme there, but now I'm disappointed.
I know, right?
I am not the bard. Don't look to me for rhyming couplets.
Let him cast his fucking magic, jeez.
I don't rhyme, I just play
this is showmanship.
What the crap?
All right. Ray of Frost, and I am spending a sorcery point to twin it.
Oh, damn. So you summon up your magic and let
also,
off a pair of
rolling,
these rays of frost.
I'm using the Bardic Inspiration on the first one.
Okay.
An additional 3.
So that's
right.
17. The 17 hit the Minotaur.
Okay.
And I guess... Do I need to roll another...
Yeah, if you twin spell, then you cast it a second time.
Yep.
Okay, just let me open this back up.
That's okay.
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. It hits.
Yes.
So you hit with both of these things. Both of these spells just slamming in to the back of the Minotaur. This huge bulky skeleton. Roll me damage for both.
Alright.
If you click the Ray of Frost, it'll come out.
Where it says Ray of Frost and in brackets it has a little +5. If you click on the words Ray of Frost, it'll give you...
No, in the chat.
In the chat.
Oh.
If you click the Ray of Frost, as it says on there, just click the Ray of Frost.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
there you
one,
go.
And give me another.
Yep.
Good.
6 and 4.
All right. So the spells just smash into the back of this thing, freezing over huge sections and covering the back of it with thick coats of ice. Some of it, though, just kind of crumbles off. As a lot of it gets in, and you definitely see the ice take purchase and crack into some of the bones. Some of the ice builds up, and then as it continues to move, sort of shatters and comes off.
Also, its movement decreases by 10 for each ray.
My god.
It can only move 10 feet. Or if that's...
Assume it can move 30 in the first place.
Oh.
My god.
So all that ice is kind of slowing it down.
Yeah, it's reduced by 10 feet. Yep. So yeah, you got it. It's definitely slowing it down, and as it continues to try and move and like get through some of the magic swirling around it, the ice filling its joints and sort of slowing its swings and stuff like that, it definitely finds it considerably harder for it to continue moving. And is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's all I can do because I don't have anything that does a bonus action.
Sweet. Yeah, and if you're not going to move, then you can just hang out. Now, Twin Spell, how much sorcery points does that take?
Because of the cantrip, 1.
Okay. Alright, cool. Then it is the skeleton's turn. The skeletons that are over by the orcs continue to just swing and stab and slash into them, causing another sort of gout of damage amongst some of their warriors, and they are looking a little worse for wear. The large champion that they have there in the middle, though, he is trying to rally them and keep them together. The one that is up to the top here takes a swing and cuts down the kobold that's standing in front of him.
Oh no!
Dang, that skeleton has a kill count.
It's working up. And then after it kills that one, makes a step over here. And all of the other skeletons have been smushed with the exception of this great big fucking dude.
Big Daddy Minotaur.
Big Daddy Minotaur continues its massive swings as it just fucking wails and whames its huge axe back and forth, striking the 3 Tortolans that are in front of it, doing a huge amount of damage, knocking 2 of them down, and they appear to be unmoving as they bleed. So that one there, and this one here, and this guy gets knocked over. He takes a ton of damage, gets knocked over this way, and the other one that's in the back there. After it swings, it can't move very far, but it takes 1 step that way towards the kobolds. Alright, Caleb, you're up.
Alright, let's see what we got with here. Following my 30 feet. 10 feet. Okay, so either of these skeletons, safe to say, have their backs turned to me?
Yeah. They all appear to be focusing on everything that's going on there. There's the 2 still fighting the orcs, the one over by the kobolds, and the larger skeleton in the middle, facing the kobolds now.
Are we counting the orcs and kobolds as allies in this mechanically?
Yes.
So if you were to stand here, you would get flanking. Same if you were to stand here.
Yep. And that would give you advantage and the ability to do a whole bunch of shit as a rogue.
With 5th Ed, you do not have to stand opposite to get flanking. You just have to both be within combat with it.
So, say if I were to stand here, would I be in flanking with this one?
Well, let's have a look.
Because the conga line of death was hilarious, but kind of silly at the same time.
Because no matter what, you'll get sneak attack if it's an ally adjacent, but...
Let me just look up here.
Of course, flanking is an optional rule in 5th Ed.
Yeah, so if one of you, let's say, for example, if you wanted to flank the Minotaur, you would need to be in one of these 4 spaces here. So you don't need to be in the exact opposite, but you do need to be somewhere on the opposing side.
Perfect, because I have a movement speed of 30.
I think it's like if you can draw a line between you and the other person, and that that creature is in that line, then you can, that counts as flanking.
Yeah.
Thank you, players' handbooks. Now,
heck yeah.
Because ideally, what I want to do is just quickly.
So would this count as flanking as well, then?
Well, the way that the rule works is if the line that you draw between your 2 characters passes through opposite borders of the opponent's face, including corners, then the opponent is considered flanked. So, because that guy's there, yes. You could even be in this position, and it would still count. But yeah, so if you're drawing a line between you and the other guy, and that line goes through 2 of its borders, then you're fine. But, like, if you were... Let's see if I'm gonna change this to... Yeah, you can do it. Here we go, red. Like, that spot wouldn't work, nor would this or this spot.
Right, because this just goes to the angle, but would this spot not work because you go through, at least on large creatures?
Yep, on a large creature, that would absolutely work. But if it was a small creature, and the 2 of you were just standing, like, right at the corner, then the line from
Yeah,
the
you
center
just
of you to the center of the other one doesn't cross through his border.
Yeah, you just get that.
Yeah.
Who all knows what the conga line of death was?
And then the quarterback takes the sports
know what the
ball
conga
and
line
goes
of death
around the field and.
All right.
All right.
So, what
do
I
you wanna
want to do,
Yeah.
is sorry, waiting for someone to speak up. All right. Just quickly and quietly get over here, within flanking range of this dude here, and see if I can get some sneak attack damage off.
Yeah. As long as within your move range. Get it.
Go, here.
Make me an attack roll, my dude.
And bam.
Down as they erase yeah. You
Oh,
hit
what
him.
was-
Definitely.
What was the
20,
bonus for flanking?
You
Advantage?
slash into him. Yeah, so
Advantage.
it's advantage, so you roll twice.
Oh, okay.
Now,
So
as
do
a
I do-
rogue, you get special additional things that you get when you're attacking from opportunity. Do you know what those are?
Well, aside from the sneak attack dice, no.
It is the sneak attack dice, yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
At,
okay.
at this low level, it's just sneak attack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do I get that to work? Do I just click the little white box next to?
Well, let's have a
You have to roll
look.
sneak attack separately.
Yeah, sneak attack. It just deals an extra 1d6 damage.
Roll
to
your
a creature.
advantage. You might get a. Just see if you get a crit.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Roll to attack again.
Bam.
Okay, so it's a 20 and an 11. So 20's good, 20 hits. And you do with your dagger that you have, or you're using a rapier?
Rapier.
Alright, so what kind of damage does that do?
That'd be 1d8 plus 3 piercing.
Click on the name of it and it'll...
There we
Bam.
go. Bam, 4 damage. And then you add a d6. Just roll me an
Okay,
extra
well,
d6.
it says here it'd be 2d6.
Yeah, level 3. It's every odd level it goes up.
Oh, that's right. There it is.
Alright, so.
You can just type in
The sneaky attack
/R
column of the rogue
2d6.
table, yeah. So at level 3, it's an extra 2d6.
Yeah, so boom.
Bam. Nice. All right, so as its attention is definitely away from you, you run up and just immediately start slashing into it, and definitely getting some good hits. You cause some pretty serious damage. As you slash and cut, swing away at it.
Alright. And as a rogue, I also have my bonus action, or
Mhm.
rather the. Where'd it go? Yeah, cunning action. Here we are. I can use it to either dash, disengage, or hide. I am tempted to hide. Nah, I'm out in the middle.
Pretend to
of
be a
nowhere.
corpse.
Yeah, I can't
Play
hide
bots.
under the corpse, so.
I was like, pretend to be a corpse yourself. There's enough on the battlefield.
You could just dive under one of those skeleton remains and see if that works.
Did the
I
orc
kind of want to
suddenly
do that now.
jump in the turn order, or am I crazy?
No, they were always before me.
Were they 18 though? Immediately after me.
They were a 10.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, I'll jump underneath one of the corpses then.
All right, which corpse you jumping under?
I'm gonna jump under this one.
Yeah. Get it. Yar.
Oh yes, the flame broiled one.
I'm gonna move you to the front. There we go. So then I can move that thing underneath you. There you go. All right. So
All right.
yeah, you just dive under this skeleton, and attempt to make a hide check. Give me a stealth. Give me some stealth, my roguey friend.
Whoops, I'm still on advantage.
Only a 9.
You take the left one.
Yeah, the left
That-
one. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
so if you can always just roll with advantage if you want to, but if your particular action is not with advantage, you just take the one that's on the left first, which is unfortunately a 9.
A 9.
So
You are just proving Piffles right.
You're
You're
like,
not
huh,
good at
and you dive,
sneaking.
and you get
You feel
like
sneaky.
under the bones and sort of like skitter in. But it's very clear to see your bright blue, gaseous air genasi form beneath some crumbling bones.
I need to stop listening to you guys.
You guys have
This is
bad
why
ideas.
he needs therapy.
It's not my fault. He's not good at sneaking.
All
And
right,
not all of us can turn invisible.
and
Hey, I did well
That
with
would
my
actually
test.
help.
the orcs.
The orcs, their AC keeps going up. Well, no,
Yeah, what? Huh?
I don't know
They
why
just-
that's happening. Every time it's the orcs' turn, that number increases, which is
It's
extremely
happening because
bizarre.
orcs.
Fucking Jade's witchcraft!
Whatever.
It's
They
the
don't- they're-
rage increasing.
They're not changing their position in the thing, so I'm not gonna fuss about it. But yeah, that's orcs.
The
So they
turtles are at 0.
immediately, as they roar with hatred and rage, swinging their weapons, smashing and slashing into the skeletons in front of them. They're doing a really good job of keeping some of these guys at bay. Definitely showing off their prowess in combat. Yeah, that was a miss. There we go. Good. Yes. Dope. And
I think those two remaining ones are down.
oh yeah, the last two skeletons that remain there get just pulverized into dust, just smashed into little pieces. These poor bastards. They get smushed down, and as they crumble and fall, these guys make a roar and then continue on over this way, attempting to
Shit.
make their way in this direction.
Everyone join me in the chant.
30. There we go.
Meat, shields, meat, shields,
Shields.
meat.
Meat, shields, meat, shields, meat, shield, meat, shield.
But yeah, these orcs just
Shield,
roar, like run across the field. For honor! And they run into the just immediately to meet the Minotaur that's over
It's a
there.
decent game.
The one that's over in the back takes a shot with one of his with his javelin that he's got back there. He whips another one, and it misses. It bounces off the side of the giant skeletons, just truly impressive bones. And that is their turn. Alloy, you are up.
Very good.
Very good.
I'm sorry.
Take a
shit,
step
son.
forward. And because it's a big fight, gonna use another. Do we get anything else from that? Oh, yeah, it's action surge. Okay, well I get advantage because I'm flanking this guy now, so I don't really need to spend fighting spirit.
This is true.
Because I already have 10 hit points. Because nothing's attacked me.
Get him.
Eh.
Yeah, that hits. You swing right into him with that thing. Wash, wash. Yep. Okay,
Just a
good.
9.
Yeah, your weapon just absolutely makes contact with your halberd into the back of this huge creature. You notice that it does definitely, you hit it and some chunks come out, but considerably less than you'd expect. It is definitely unnaturally dense.
Fuck.
This boy thick.
Damn,
Him
boy!
is thick.
He thick! Alright.
He's
Is
down
that
with
your
the
turn?
thickness.
Yep.
Alright. Moving on to the next. It's Acolyte Snake.
Snack.
Okay, clarify just so that I'm not misreading this. Caleb is injured, right?
Yes.
Like I'm reading that bar correctly?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Caleb has been injured.
Okay, then what I would like to do, because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I can move to there. I want to move there and then cure wounds on Caleb.
Oh.
Does Cure Wounds have a range? Is it a touch?
You have
Touch.
to touch it.
Touch.
It
You
has
have
touch.
to touch? Oh, man.
Yep.
You've got the touch. So you get it. Do it.
Get it.
Kaldaka If you're ever trying to measure like distances, the fourth button down on the little keypad thing, you click on the snap to center. It lets you do the arrow drawing. Also, we need to be careful with our arrow drawing for measuring movement speeds.
Oh?
Fifth ed angles are supposed to be twice, like a
5. If you go diagonal, you have to go 5, then it's 15.
Yeah,
20,
it's
and 30.
like it's supposed to be 5-10 for every, like 5-10 for every other angle, because you're traveling more distance.
I'm willing to just go with what
Wave it.
Roll20 gives us, and not worry so much about like the weird math that they're gonna request of us on that. But yeah, you managed to catch up with Caleb, trying pitifully to hide under some bones, and you cast a little healing spell on him, and he gets 9 HP.
Doc, actually, Doc, I noticed it doesn't add this, but because I'm a life cleric, it's not adding in the bonus I get for being a life cleric. It would actually be 12, not 9.
Quad, what the hell are you doing?
Quad, stop it.
It's not.
I'm summoning the killer
It's not
zone.
adding in Discipline of Life. So,
Okay.
starting at first level, your healing spells are more effective. Whenever you use a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so is this a cantrip that you're casting?
No, it's a level 1 cure
It's a level 1 spell? Okay,
Yeah.
so
it's
then,
just,
yeah.
I'm just noticing it doesn't add it in automatically as all, so it actually would be 3. It would be 12 hit points of healing, not 9. That's all.
There you go. Okay, you take that extra 3, Caleb.
The extra 3. Okay.
There you go. You get an extra 3 HP. All right. Is that it for you, Snick?
Yeah, that's my movement. I'm out of spells at this point aside from cantrips, so.
All right. It's the turtles, ladies and gentlemen.
The turtles!
Why do you have a plus sign on your health bar?
There's only 2 of them left.
Yeah, why you got that plus? Oh, if you don't have the ability to be overhealed yet. So if you were up to 20, then he just heals you to your max.
Only temporary hit points can raise your health beyond your max hit points.
Yeah.
So
Go
it's just a 20
beyond.
then.
Plus snack.
Yeah, so you'd still be just at 20.
Okay.
Even though he gave you the extra 3 HP, you'd still be fine.
Alright, good.
Alright, so this
Shouting.
turtle runs in, taking a swing with his blade, trying to catch the massive minotaur thing here, this huge skeleton, and it just bounces off the side of its truly impressive bones. The one that's in the back, though, attempts to cast a spell and shoots sort of like a small ray of green energy, which finds purchase in the side of this huge skeleton, and it takes a bit of damage. Alright, and that is their turn. Talrand, you are up.
We have 2 targets remaining.
Well, I'm gonna be cleanup crew then.
Okay.
Gonna target the skeleton that's cornered the kobold there.
Alright.
For nothing.
Ooh.
That one.
Woof.
You get a shot and it misses.
Well then. Talrand's gonna...
Oops.
At least your bowstring didn't snap.
Climb the post. Just like, well, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here.
Gonna move over to here.
Okay.
And, that's it. Tell
Alright.
Piffles I have an extra dagger to throw if she wants it.
Sure, what?
I have an extra dagger you can throw if you want it.
Ooh. I might take you up on that. Yes.
Alright. If you want, you can use your free action to hand her the spare dagger.
I will do just that.
Yes.
Because
Sweet.
guess what? Piffles, you're up.
Okay, I am going to dart over here.
Nice.
Oh wait, hang on. I think I need to be up one more, because I'm going to use my Thunder Kazoo again at this bastard.
Okay.
because I
Throw
still
him
have.
into the orcs.
Now,
I'm gonna. Well,
here's
the
the
orcs
thing.
are doing pretty good.
Here's the thing. Understand
Yeah.
that it is surrounded on many sides by allies here.
Okay, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't
here.
push it then with that. Maybe I won't do
maybe
that.
If you
But
cast
if
it
she-
in a square like that, best case scenario, you're going to hit that one Tortolan, and you're going to knock this thing into a bunch of orcs and kobolds.
I was
Okay.
gonna say,
I
if
don't
she
wanna knock
casts
it
it
into-
like thus, would that be
I-
a possibility?
I
It's
didn't
still
want to
gonna
bring
go
this up
knock it-
earlier
be
because
knocked
of
into our
I didn't want to be that like rules read
Hang on.
person.
Okay.
But Thunderwave, it does specify that it is the origin itself.
Oh, yeah?
So it would be 15 feet around me, like a
Yeah,
radius.
so everyone
only a
adjacent
cube.
to you, pretty much.
Fuck. Okay, so I would totally boost that
Oh, okay, so
Tortolan
it-
the
No,
fuck out.
All right,
No,
so
it would
we'll
still be
miss
5
that.
feet from you.
It is
Oh.
basically this space, and everyone
Oh,
is pushed
shit.
away from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
fuck.
is
spell
like-
Alright.
the spell is not designed to deal damage. It's meant to get melee attackers away from a ranged attacker.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like, go away, go away, go away. Kind of
It's
Go
a-
away, go away, go away.
It is
Okay,
a stop
I am
touching me button.
dead then. Stop touching me, but okay. Then instead, I'm going to throw a dagger at this bastard from here
All right, you know,
because
whip
now I
that
have
dagger.
one of those. Yes.
You
11.
definitely- you take this thing out and you whip it, and it just clangs off the side of one of its bones.
God damn it. God damn it. Alright, I don't have any other actions. Wait, the rest that we took earlier, was that a short rest or a long rest? The rest in the woods, it was short rest. Okay, so I don't get any of my bardic inspiration back.
That's why I
Um,
only have one. That's why I only had one spell left.
So I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, I can't do anything else. I still have some granola crumbs in my pocket, so I'm gonna offer to the Tortolan behind me over here. And I'm just gonna that's it. That's all I can do. I
take
tried.
Out, you take out some crumbs in your pocket, and you just you open your palm, and do you say anything, or do you just like
I was
show
gonna
him
be like-
crumbs?
I was gonna be like, hey, do you... I kind of failed it, but do you want some granola?
He just like, with like one of these big hammers in his hands, just slowly turns to you and goes, "What?" And then
Granola! It's got bugs in it. It's good.
and then combat continues.
Now is not the fucking time.
Now is not the time. The one kobold warrior that still is left, the one that is standing right here, makes a swing at the skeleton that is just behind him, because right now he's flanked, and that is a bad position to be in. And he swings wild. He hits. Oh my god. Smashing into it, doing a bit of damage, but truly not enough yet to fell the skeleton that's there. The sorcerer that's still left standing with them, their sort of magic user, he lets off 3 more of these beams, and one of them just slams into the skeleton in front of him, and the other 2 slam into the large minotaur.
I know that spell.
Gets absolutely incinerated by the one beam. It goes in through its mouth, and the top of its head just explodes into fire as it tumbles backwards. The 2 of them that sort of slam into the side of the Minotaur, like, definitely scorch into it, but aren't doing a lot of damage. It is still managing to hold together. And that is their turn. Drekir, you're up.
I was not expecting to get another turn. Well, the ice on the Minotaur melts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fire and ice have not wrought this thing down. How about a little force? Ah.
Oh, damn.
I'm casting that at a level higher, so that level 2, so that is an extra missile.
An extra missile?
Yeah, because that's magic missile I was just casting.
1d4. That was a d4 plus 1, so you wanted 2d4 plus 1, yes?
Actually, it's each. Normally get 3 darts, but because I'm casting it at a level higher, I get 4 darts.
Okay, so roll me 4d1 plus 4. Wouldn't that be it?
I think they all do
How
the same
fuck does
amount.
magic missile work? God damn it.
I think they all do the same amount of damage. I just roll for the damage once, and
Just
it's
looking
all.
this up real quick. Okay, yep. You create 3 glowing darts of magic. Each dart you can hit a creature of your choice, and each of them deals 1d4 plus 1 damage. The target strikes all of them simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several. When you cast this at a spell using a slot of 2nd level or higher, it creates 1 more dart for each slot above the first. So yeah, it's 4d4 plus 4. Give me that.
Okay. Do you want me to ignore what was already rolled, or?
Yeah, you just ignore that one. Oof. So,
we are not doing great on the roll.
You guys just let off this just huge torrent of magical missiles, and they slam into the side of this creature as it, like, hits into it. And you're definitely doing damage. Like, with the consecutive concussive blasts against it, you see bits of bone start to shatter and splinter off, but it is still very much holding itself together, despite the fact that it's, at this point, pretty worse for wear. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Not much else I can do.
Okay. Well, the regular skeletons, they're done. So we can close that. But you are still here. Alright. So, this thing turns around, and with just truly cataclysmic strength, swings a huge axe behind itself. And it is going like this.
Haha, not at me.
So, the people within that range,
Come
including
at
these
me.
orcs...
Whoa!
Whoops! Whoopsie.
It didn't link properly.
That's okay.
But
we're gonna go over
it
here.
does say that Thunderwave does not actually originate at the, like, it isn't centered around the caster.
Oh.
It actually gives a really good explanation of it.
It's
Is it 5th
So-
edition or...
It is 5th edition.
Okay.
And this is actually somebody explaining it. So it says, it is not necessarily centered on the caster, though it can be. A cube is not a burst power, to borrow a 4th edition term. The origination point of the cube is anywhere on a face, not necessarily the center. The term face, when referring to a cube, means the entire square comprising a side. So you can feasibly center it on yourself or any other point of the cube's effect. So basically, I just have to be within that 15-foot cube.
Okay.
So long as I am in one of those 15-foot, like, things, then I'm good.
So it's a cube-shaped cone attack, which is...
Then the range would
what
be
we figured out
5.
before.
So basically, so if I am like, so say the cube is made of 15 X's or 15 boxes. I can be in any one of those boxes and it goes in the direction away from me. So I could be in the top left cube, like the top left corner, and it would all be going behind me in a cube formation.
Yeah, so as long as that like 3x3 square is touching
is
your
touching
square
me
somewhere, you can just
I have to
do
be
it.
in one of the squares. I have
Yeah.
to be in one of the
Yeah.
squares.
It is
yes.
not a
She can't be
burst power.
touching it because then be
It's
at
not
a
a
range.
burst.
Then it would be
Yes.
a range 5 ability.
Yes.
Corner of the spell to cast it. Yeah, they do show that. Then they show like they have a visual aid. That
Okay.
works.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify
That's
that
okay.
for next time. Yeah.
I appreciate your clarification. So the Minotaur turns and swings with this huge axe, just absolutely sweeping that whole area in front of it, mainly focusing on those guys. Let's have a look if you guys dodge that. Does an 11 hit you, Alloy?
Mister, I think his AC is 19.
17 is my AC.
Alright, so it misses you. Yep.
Oh, that one's...
Yep. Oh, God.
Woof.
Oh, God. Alright, so...
Keeps taking damage.
He just turns and just woof through this whole group of dudes. Oh boy, what is that? All right, let's actually roll it out. Actually, wait, no, it didn't hit you, so you don't know how much damage it does. but you do see it just crush a bunch of these guys. So that orc goes.
A bunch of the orcs.
That orc goes.
Oh.
This orc most definitely goes. And the kobold goes. As he sweeps his weapon. Their leader of that group barely managing to duck the massive swing. And it sort of just clanging off of you as it comes by. Not really getting any damage in on you. But yeah, a huge portion of the orcs got just smushed under that thing. And it is Caleb. It is your turn.
Actually, no. Forget fuck me a duck. Fuck me a goose.
Alright.
Fuck a duck.
Okay, as an air genasi,
Christ
I
on
have an
toasted
ability
crap on a
called
cracker.
Mingle with the Wind, which
Okay.
allows me to cast the Levitate spell once with this trait.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to cast it on myself? Because hear my train of thought.
Okay.
What I want to do. Well, first of all, how tall is the Minotaur skeleton?
He is about 10 feet, maybe more, in terms of his height. He's very large.
Okay, and Levitate lifts me up about 20 feet.
Yeah, you can get up
Ideally-
there. He's maybe around 15 feet high.
Okay, so I want to cast Levitate on myself to just get on the fucking Minotaur skeleton and attack from above.
Is Caleb now wearing the scorched skeleton on top of him?
I just healed you, boy.
Oh, he is just after
hold
hearing
on.
Tiffle's comment.
Let me see if I understand this correctly. Let me see if I got this.
Oh.
You're using a levitation ability to fly above the Minotaur, and then you're going to land on him?
Fucking Bronco.
Oh god, somebody get out the grappling rules.
Oh man.
It's just a pose.
What guys
strength
say? I want
checks,
to
that's
attack
all
on
it is.
Titan this fucker.
Cutie, please draw us a picture of Caleb riding the Minotaur
The
skeleton like a
Minotaur.
mechanical bull while wearing the remains of a scorched skeleton on top of
Yeah.
him.
How about no?
So first, I need you to give me which is better on your sheet, athletics or acrobatics?
Cutie's response on it.
I love and hate this community at the same time. Acrobatics.
Oh man, that
Okay,
Genasi is not
give me
gonna
an
make
acrobatics.
it.
Bep. Nope.
No, you do it. It was a DC 5. I wanted to see if you got stuck to a skeleton. If you had the remains of the skeleton that you were hiding in still attached to you as you attempted to leap out and do some shit. But you're fine. You throw the skeleton aside, and then you leap into the air using this flying. Now, do you just want to, like, fly above it and try to attack it, or do you want to land on it?
Ooh.
Like, do you want to attempt a, like, fucking aerial grapple thing?
No, just attack it.
Sir, what is this thing? What is this called? Mingle with the Wind. Okay, I'm just gonna look this up. You cast a levitate spell once with this trait, requiring no material components, and you regain the ability to cast this when you finish a long rest. Constitution spellcasting. What the fuck does levitate do? Let me look that up.
Well,
Let's see
it
how
looks
high
like-
you can go up.
About
You can
20
move-
feet.
You can move vertically, but not horizontally,
Yeah.
from what I understand.
One creature you choose, object of your choice, that you can see within range, rises vertically up 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. An unwilling creature that succeeds the Constitution saving throw is unaffected. The target
Getting some
can
Uraraka
move
vibes
only
here.
by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or a ceiling, which allows it to move as if it were climbing. So you can go straight up 20 feet, but then you're in the open air, and if you want to try to, like, get towards the Minotaur, you have to, like, swim through the air, sort of. Like, blow
Alright, well-
very strongly in the opposite direction.
Alright, well, how about this? I'll just 5 feet shift this way,
Okay.
and then cast levitate and just do sort of like a downward thrust.
So you want to, like, use it to launch yourself up, and then use, like, a plunging attack on it.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Levitate normally is a one-action spell, but this ability, does it let you use this as a free action?
Hold on.
So if you...
It doesn't say.
Okay, so
then
you use your free action,
They would still...
right?
If it doesn't say, then it's just the action economy of the spell.
Oh, wait, hold on. Casting time, 1 action.
Yeah.
Alright, well, fuck it. Just attack it.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, so you you step forward and you fucking go hog wild with your rapier. Give me an attack.
Alright, just a
Get
normal attack.
You're still flanking because the turtle's still there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, turtle's still there. But that's
Turtle
a
is still
22.
there.
That definitely hits. So
See if you get a
roll
crit.
again. See if you get a crit.
Do it again.
Do it again. Okay, that's good.
It
But that's alright. So
That's the opposite.
That's your hit. So click the word rapier there under the 22 and 11
damn.
damage. Nice.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
And you get your extra 2d6. Roll me 2d6 more dice.
Wait,
Shade.
would I get sneak attack?
The turtle's there flanking, so yes.
Alright.
And you got 3 allies just right next to it.
R2d6. Bam.
Nice. Oh my god. Nice.
21 damage.
So you are definitely like slashing and smashing into this thing, and you're taking pieces off, and you manage to get your rapier just into one of its joints, and you slash out, and it sort of like stumbles to one side, but it's still on its feet. It's hanging in there.
Alright, so
Orc's
just
turn.
All right.
the last remaining orc.
Yeah, it's
The
just, I
orcs,
don't
for
know
some
about the
reason,
rest
gained
of you, but I'm
another
fucking
9
done!
to their stupid bullshit. They are, the orc that's standing there with the absolute loss of his team, save for the one guy with the javelins in the back, lets out a huge war cry and swings in with one of his blades, cracking into the side of the rib cage of the massive minotaur, doing a bit of damage, but it's still on its feet.
Damn.
The guy in the back whips one of his javelins, but it misses only just barely, skimming by the side of its head and landing into the dirt somewheres over here.
Thankfully, missing the turtles.
Missing the Tortolans. Thank God.
Alloy, go beyond! Plus Ultra!
And Alloy, you're
I
up!
already used my action surge. Wait. I can use it twice before rest.
You can.
Well, what
Get
are
it.
you waiting for?
Alright, so here's my first attack
Get it!
with advantage.
Get that, my son!
24.
Okay. It hits.
That deals 12 damage.
Got it.
And here's my second attack.
Yep.
23.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
7 damage.
Okay, so...
Chunk.
It's just hanging on by like a thread. You manage to like blam blam, and you just absolutely like cut massive chunks out of it. One of its horns breaks loose and smashes into the ground, and it just roared. It turns to you.
Now what we need is
Snack.
Acolyte Snack running in there, running, and then
You're up.
screaming, "Oh, the king!"
You're up, Snack.
Snack.
Not quite.
This
Good
thing
snack.
is hanging by a thread.
If you don't take it out, Talrun's gonna.
There's probably
Or that
a
last little
Talrun.
turtle, let the Talrun. Just like.
Doc, looking around at like the orcs and turtolans,
Yes.
with everyone that's been downed, does anyone look like they're downed but they're still alive?
Give me perception.
1 second. Pull back up my character sheet.
I really just want to kill this thing with my kazoo.
Twenty-three.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Natural 20.
the 2 Tortolans that are there, they are down. They are unconscious. It appears as though they've stabilized, but they're out.
Okay.
The orcs and Kobold, who were struck by this huge fucking skeleton, are not as lucky.
They're deadsies.
They are in just a mangled wreck, sprawled out across the floor. Some of the other kobolds that were taken out by the skeletons, I mean, it looks like they've stabilized a bit from where they are, but again, they're unconscious.
Is there anyone that looks like they haven't stabilized, but they're still alive?
No.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shoot at the freaking skeleton thing, I guess.
Get it!
Yeah.
Get it!
Be a dragon, Snack!
Hold on, I gotta roll for it here.
Flop your little wings.
Crossbow light! Oh my god! So, you got him. Roll me some damage. This arrow you loose from this crossbow manages to find purchase in its eye socket. And it twists, turns a little bit, and then slowly collapses to the ground.
Yes!
And the crowd goes wild! Everybody in the audience absolutely goes nuts. People begin screaming and cheering. Just the air is absolutely filled with roaring, thunderous applause as everyone is just so proud to see you all having survived this tremendous trial.
Drakiar goes up, picks up Snake, and just holds him up, like, so he can get all the praise.
Just the crowd loses their fucking minds at what's happening here.
I'm just gonna run over dootin' on my kazoo.
You run over dootin' on your kazoo. People are fucking losing it. People screaming, people cheering, people just like absolutely roaring with thunderous applause. The king, standing, giving what appears to be a smile, if you could call it that, nods slowly and brings one of his hands up, and with a huge sort of rush of that pale blue energy, some of the people that have fallen, all of the members of your teams, are returned to health. So each of them, their wounds knit closed enough that they can stand, and that they're okay. And you see the skeletons that were on the ground dissolve into sand and mix in with the sand that is at the base of this massive arena.
The arena's made of people.
You figured some shit out just now.
Oh, shit.
The sand that makes up the ground in the arena is made from pulverized bones.
Talron had been on his way to check the bodies.
Don't say that. D&D's, it's not about IQ. It's about just being silly and having fun 90% of the time. Like, I am playing a kobold life cleric who worships a lich, because this is a weird campaign setting.
Yep.
This campaign is awesome.
So as the energy washes through, and you see all of the orcs slowly stand back up again as their wounds knit closed enough. A lot of them still carrying bruises and scars. They all raise their weapons to you guys and let out a thunderous cheer as we have been victorious. The kobolds, as they're standing up, see you guys holding up Sneck and cheering, putting 2 to 2 together. They smile and they cheer. And they wave their little hands around. The turtles, as they're getting up, you know, their shells knitting back together, harder now with the large scar marks across them, go, yay! And, like, wave their hands around a little bit.
I love the turtles.
Turtles!
Tolerant does an uncharacteristic thing and joins the orcs in their roar.
Nice. And they roar back at you, and they slam their weapons against their chests and against their shields, and cheering and screaming. The cheering and the applause and the thunderous roaring from the crowds is broken as the king speaks.
Well done, my children. You have proven to be capable, intelligent, stalwart, steadfast, and wise. You are truly the representations of those of us who may go to the surface.
The audience lets out another thunderous cheer as the orcs sort of, like the teams kind of separate themselves into their groups. Oop, there we go.
What's Ally doing over there?
Ally.
Ally, you get over here, goddammit. Hanging out with the fucking turtles, jeez. And then the king speaks again.
This concludes now our challenges. Before you, my kingdom, stands our victors, Team 4.
And he gestures down to you guys, standing there between the pillars as people cheer.
I got my hands in the air, blowing a kazoo.
This afternoon, I hope that you will make your way to the Black Palace of Falling Leaves. It is there that I will give you your first mission.
And with those words, he suddenly vanishes in a rush of dark energy and is gone.
Wait, no, Mr. But I need to get my bagpipes still.
He's still there.
Do this. He's not there. He disappeared.
You're lying.
See the puff of smoke,
There he
and then he
goes.
just kind of tiptoes away.
It's like a poof of magic, and then he just you just see him still standing there, and he's just.
Oh shit! I forgot to leave.
Scoots off after.
Takes off.
Or just imagining, like, it shows him poofing away, and then it cuts to a camera of someone in the party, but you see him in the background, like, at the very back of the audience, just sneaking away.
Yep.
So, with the conclusion of combat, a lot of the people that are in the audience start sort of filing their way out. The other teams that are there sort of nursing their wounds, or sort of like shaking each other's hands, congratulating each other. The orcs are especially happy to talk about the fight and about how well everyone was doing, and about like, yeah, you were really heavy with that hammer. That was awesome. And like, you cast those spells really good. That was good fire magic. And one of them even throwing comments at you guys about how resourceful you were with your like many arrows and the Warforged and the ice magic that was being cast and the thunder spell, and it was super loud and very exciting, and just all of the stuff. But they eventually do make their way out. If anybody has anything else to say to them.
To our good competitors, it has been a pleasure.
They like nod and smile towards you. Some of them like bang their weapons against their shields with like that sort of orcish pride sense as they smash it, and then they walk off.
I also make sure to praise the orcs for their great strength. If it wasn't for them, we may not have come out victorious in this match.
They grin a big toothy grin, and they like show off their biceps and like, yeah, strong. Very, very proud of themselves for everything that they were doing.
I'm gonna run up to them and be like, see, look, all my limbs still. I told you, I'm fine. I got this, Goblin.
One of the chief of the
Goblin
orcs,
try.
as you're just like, yeah, I got it, Goblin. He just looks down at you and goes, you know what? You're right. And he like tussles your hair a little bit. Good job, Half-Height. Well done. And he like trudges off with the rest of his team. The kobolds that are there, definitely eyeing Acolyte Sneck with a lot of respect. They quietly regard you from a distance, but a lot of them, they smile and they nod respectfully at you before turning to leave.
How does Snake respond?
you think he can actually respond at that point? He just got some kind of sign of he got some kind of sign of acceptance from his own people. He's just kind of standing there.
It's like, okay.
He's just foaming from the mouth now. He pleased the king and got recognition.
Snack
Snack is on
somebody cast a paralyzed.
Mentally broken right now. In the
Oh, poor guy.
Oh.
So yeah. Anything else you guys want to say to the other teams before they head out?
We'll just nod to the other teams as they leave. If they
Talaran
look at
would
him.
approach to shake hands.
All right. So yeah, if you approach any of them to shake hands, they absolutely accept, and they nod at you in a way that they're sort of regarding you like they may not have actually seen some of your kind this close before. So as they're shaking your hand, they're kind of like regarding your wrist and looking at you like, oh, okay. Like,
What if I toss out some high fives?
Oh, there's definitely high fives from the kobolds and orcs. You put your hand up, and the Tortolans will slowly raise their hand, and then you have to make the rest of the distance to like jump up and give them a high five.
I mean, of course, for Piffle, she'll hold her hand up, and the Tortolans will move their hand out slightly from their waist, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess for you guys, it's down low.
What's the language
Too
of the
slow,
Tortolans?
water's off.
Yes.
Throughout the entire time Talaran is shaking hands, this is happening.
What's the
Oh,
language
God.
of the Tortolans again?
Most of the Tortolans here speak Common.
Well, I mean, their race's primary language.
Aquatic.
All right. I
Bubble.
make sure to also give praise to the kobolds and the Tortolans as well. Giving the kobolds praise in Draconic.
The one, like the three of the four of them look confused. One of them, the one that's wearing the heavier armor and has like a shield and a sword, he nods to you and returns the praise in the same tongue.
Make sure to shake all their hands as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's after a good old soccer match, folks. I mean, everyone shake hands.
It's great after all the amazing.
Everybody's good. As the last of them sort of traipse out and make their way off, everybody's favorite great big skeleton makes his way into
Oh, he's so huge.
the field.
Oh, he's growing.
20 feet tall!
He's huge!
They're getting thick.
Oh my
It's
god!
Yeah.
So he shows up. There we go. I'll
He
put him
feeds off the bone dust!
Son of a bitch!
It's Grunkle
Keep him
Bones.
So
Keep him
Benjamin
away,
Hyde,
he'll eat me!
he makes his way across the field towards you guys. And as he finds you standing there, he's like, "Ah, yes! Wonderful, wonderful! You've all performed very admirably. I'm sure the king could not be prouder. He does, incidentally enough, request your immediate presence in the throne room."
Oh, will we be getting any kind of like allowance to stock up on stuff before we go to the surface? Do you know? Because I need to get some more daggers and stuff.
That,
The bones melted away with mine.
my dear goblin, would not be out of the question. And he
My
sort of
flames are
like
not-
thumbs on his nose a little bit in like a very like sort of wink kind of way, but obviously doesn't. Like,
I highly doubt the flames of my spells are hot enough to melt a dagger.
yeah, the daggers
No,
would
but
still
I'm
be
pretty-
in
Are they
one
still in
piece.
this? But did they get turned into this? Like, did they get all mushed up in the sand, or like,
No.
am I gonna be able to find them? Okay,
They're just
I'm
lying
gonna
there.
collect them on. I'll collect them on the way out then.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, what happened?
So yeah, you guys
Talon
can
does
pick
say,
up your
uh,
daggers and bolts.
Yes.
Talaran does refer to Piff and say, you can keep the extra dagger.
Sweet, I'm up to like 4 now.
Load pistols up
Ton
with
of throwing
daggers.
daggers.
Yes.
Get a bandolier of daggers.
Yes.
That's a name for band. The Bandolier of Daggers.
Oh,
Oh, that's fucking metal.
I'm small and stabby.
So, eventually, you guys make your way to the Great Palace of Falling Leaves. It's a massive black structure made from some kind of obsidian stone, and you are ushered in through just a massive gate that's on the front of it. And you see the same usual banners that you would had you been in here before, which I believe the only one who has would be Acolyte Sneck.
Curiosity.
Yes.
Where would I have been brought back to life?
Not within the throne room, but definitely within the palace.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you guys make your way down the large halls and into the throne room itself, you're greeted with a great vision of this space, and that is this massive throne room. And of course, as per usual, the king. There we go.
I humbly bow to the king.
Good etiquette. He, sitting in a large black throne against the far wall, stands as you all enter. And as you make your way up with Benjamin Hyde, he bows and sort of looks to the rest of you to see if you follow action.
I'm
Something
gonna
you
follow
guys have
suit 'cause I
not
have
seen
no
Talrand do is Talrand actually removes his hood and bows.
Yeah,
None of you
Killen's
have.
gonna bow.
I'm gonna bow as
Actually
well because
knows
I
full
don't know
head
what to
floor.
do.
Yeah, so, each of you, do a bow, show a sign of
Yep.
respect. And, the king just stands before you.
Well done, my children. I'm proud of you. You have made great strides, and I am sure that you will do well in the coming trials. First, before we continue, some reparations.
And he gestures off to one side, and one of the Grave Guard, these large, heavily armored skeletons with the blue glow in their eyes that matches his, comes marching into the room carrying a large chest of gold. He places it on the ground and opens it before you guys. Calendros, bow before the king, you shits! God damn it. He opens it up and places it on the ground, and let's have a look here. There is, in there, 800 gold pieces for you to divvy amongst yourselves. It's 100 each, plus some extra.
Ooh.
Flaming bagpipes.
Flaming bagpipes! That's enough to get my bagpipes.
You may use these funds to purchase what materials you will need going above.
Okay.
Okies.
Thank you.
He nods to you. The chest sort of shuts and slides towards you across the floor. You guys can divvy that up as you like at a later time.
Now, to our first matter.
As he gestures over to sort of his left side, and with a wave of his hand, suddenly shows sort of like a shimmering image comes in of the surface world. You recognize it as sort of being like almost a map of a section of the wastes, the monstrous wastes that exist in that space, just outside the kingdom's walls.
The wasted space?
Indeed.
In this location, there is an elusive tribe of orcs. I need you to make contact with them. Head to the surface, find their village, speak with their chief, see if you can convince them to move down here with the rest of us. These gray orcs, they're stronger, at least hardier than some of the natives that we have here. They've been surviving in a tremendously difficult environment this entire time. But more than that, they possess some unique information. Rumor finds me from them that some of them have seen, or at least tell legends, of a great white beast.
And as he gestures again, the map sort of shifts and moves to show that, like, here's where their village-ish is in the wastes, and then just south of them, into the magic trees, like that huge forest that barriers the monstrous wastes with the rest of the world, which the other team knows is a little difficult to get through, is semi-enchanted and dangerous. As he gestures down to that area.
It contains an annoying halfling.
Some say in these trees exists a great beast of tremendous power. I must know more. Speak with the orcs. See if you can bring them into our fold. Gain more information of this beast. And return to me.
Okay.
It shall be done, Your Majesty.
Of course, my king.
My king, does this creature have a name?
At present,
referred to as?
No one knows of a specific name for it. It is only referred to as the beast, or the great white beast. Sadly, the information gathered by our goblins is a bit sparse, though they are doing their best.
My liege, I must beg a question of you.
Speak.
Would you forgive some effort put into my hunt for my original quarry? At no cost to this expedition, merely looking around.
He regards you for a moment. Just silently, he stares into you for a bit. Oh, and we got some follows, and we also got some donations. Sorry about that, everybody. Sent over by Gray. Love the work you're doing. Keep it up. Hey, thank you so much. BL Spectre, I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, the king sort of like levels his gaze on you for a moment and silently regards you for about 5 or 6 seconds.
While you are on the surface, you may search for what you seek, so long as it does not impede your mission.
Talrand drops to a knee and bending deeply forward. Thank you.
Go now, my children. Seek this information. Bring more into our family. And discover the mystery of this beast.
And he turns and sits down back again upon his throne. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of our game for today. We did it!
Yeah!
Woo! Whoa! We got it! Heck yeah! So there we go, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for coming out. This has been awesome.
Yes!
Hooray! I forgot to put on the music.
We are now officially the second team.
You guys are now officially Team B, heading towards the surface. Oh,
B team.
The B team.
The
Being
B
sent on other
team.
jobs.
We should change our color scheme to yellow and black.
Boo!
No.
No.
It's the colors of cheese and darkness.
Cheese.
Cheese!
Cheese. Yes.
Oh, Lord. So much cheese.
All right.
So
So,
Edible kind.
thank you everybody for coming out. This has been fantastic. I'm glad that we were able to get this done, and I'm hoping everybody's having a good time. Until next Thursday, though, I have been your Dungeon Master, Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terrawat. We are joined, of course, by our skeleton Telran being played by Estabane.
Ooh.
God, it makes me so uncomfortable.
Yep. Yep.
We have Drakiara of the Clan Ambraxis being played by Raynor.
It has been my pleasure. If you ever need an arcane might, you know who to call.
Our acolyte Sneck, the kobold being played by Keldaka Grey.
Snackhill King.
King. Our massive war-forged warrior played by Quad.
I was not attacked by anything today.
You got attacked by that huge fucking skeleton, and you just...
One attack.
Thank yourself that
disappoints me.
That didn't go as ugly as it could have.
Come at me, bro.
A war forged with the strength
of 4 regular men.
I need an adult.
Caleb Mistral, our air genasi rogue, being played by Palanthir.
What?
Oh, he's dead.
Sweet. And of course, last but not least, our goblin bard Piffles, played by Ambisaurus.
I like cheese.
Cheese. We'll see you all again next week for more D&D. We'll be back again tomorrow for more video games, of course, as per usual, Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll see you then. End of line.